pull some stuff up because we got some stuff we gotta talk about. And
Happy New Year. Cut out. Happy New Year.
happy New Year, Lamika. Happy New Year, everybody.
Yes. Happy,
I know we
happy
kind of
New
just
Year.
yeah, I know we just kind of jumped right into it, but yeah, happy New Year, y'all. So how was y'all holidays? Like, how was your holiday? Y'all let us know in the comments how your holidays were and everything. I would tell you right now, your girl got COVID over the holiday. Literally COVID. This is like the third year in a row that me and my family caught COVID over the holidays. It's crazy, right?
Yes.
But we managed to have a good Christmas day. We managed to get well enough to have a good Christmas day. So that was good.
That's what's up. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody was sick. I was so thankful that I had it in August and I didn't have it during the holiday season. So I was thankful for when I did have it versus having it during the holiday season. So yeah, that's not fun.
I know that's right. Was that your first time getting it?
Yes, that was my first time testing positive for it because the last time that I thought I had it, I kept taking all
Mm.
these tests and they were like, it's negative. And I was like, you sure that's my test? And they was like, girl, your name ain't that common. It ain't like your name is, Alicia. That's a common name, you know what I mean? You the only
Right.
Lamika, okay? So I kept saying, I was like, are you sure? Because I feel like it. Yeah, but so this was when I had it in August. That was the first time that I had tested um positive for it. So yeah.
Girl, I feel like the COVID carrier because sister had it. That will have been my fourth time getting it.
Listen, what she on right now? I've been trying to be a G like my mama. So so I do the CMOS.
Uh-huh.
And with the CMOS, I've always made my own gel. So I've been making my own gel, but I typically mix it in my teas and my smoothies and that kind of thing. But I
Uh-huh.
wasn't having it consistently because every day I may not have smoothies or whatever. So I have been taking a tablespoon of the CMOS gel every morning. Baby,
And she been
I'll be
doing well.
I'll be over the sink like my friend
Well,
was like, girl, there is no way I would be able to do that. I was like, I know. I said, I thought of you. I said, that's why I'm setting over the sink. It's because I thought of you when I was doing this. I was like, now I know how she feels. Like she cannot. It tastes like it doesn't
is it
have a
that
taste
nasty?
to it. No, it doesn't have a taste to it. It has the texture of applesauce.
Oh, okay.
So like if you're texture sensitive, then you might want to stand over the sink, kind of thing. So I always have my tea ready to wash it down.
Gotcha. You know what's crazy? I'm texture sensitive when it comes to looking at textures, like looking at different things.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it looks crazy, like there is a tree by where we used to live, and this tree I can't even describe it, but it would just like make me want to just vomit every time I saw it. It wasn't an ugly tree. It was just the different like textures of the tree. It just made me just really threw me off. Anyway.
Okay. All right. Well, that was great. That was our prelude. And now we're gonna kick off the actual podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we want to welcome everybody to the Getting It Together podcast. Thank you so much for joining us today. You could be anywhere in the world, but you came here to join your girls today, and we really appreciate it. Woo, thank you so much. So checking in, friend. We already talked about like how we're doing, but is there anything else you wanted to chime in on regarding like how you been doing, how the year's treating you so far?
Yeah, I mean, so far the year is great. I had a great holiday season. I celebrate the whole season because I used to be like, oh man, Christmas is over because it was just kind of like that one day. But now because I celebrate like the entire season, it's like, oh, like I still have my Christmas tree up. I think it's gonna stay up. Now it don't have no ornaments on it, but it's still up because I like the lights and I like the tree.
Mm.
So I left it up with the lights. So yeah, so the new year has been good. I've just been enjoying it and no rush into anything, just enjoying it.
Yeah,
How
that's
about
good.
you?
I've been doing good. Up and down. I don't want to be, I want to be make sure I'm authentic with it, because right here on here the energy that we giving each other, I'm great, right?
Hmm.
But I ain't even gonna lie, about 15 minutes ago, I was like, oh my God, I'm so tired. Like, I don't want to do this. But I that's why it's good to have like feeding off, have energy you can feed off from another person because it's awesome. Like when I got on here, I was like, oh, I'm excited to be back.
Hmm.
But I was gonna say like it really was overall a good holiday season. I don't know if I ever told you this, but one of my really good childhood friends, like we've known each other since like the first grade. She's Muslim, I'm Christian, and so we respect each other's religions. And so literally every year she'd reach out to me to say Merry Christmas, and on the 26th of the year, I'd always reach out to her to to say Happy Kwanzaa. So I've been getting a little bit more into Kwanzaa every year, just diving a little deeper and just really understanding the different days and what they mean. And
Hmm.
like one of these days, I'm literally gonna get full swing into the Kwanzaa because I do value its principles and
Hmm.
everything. So
Hmm.
I'm excited about that. And
That's what's
then
up.
yeah.
I like it.
Thank you. So I know, okay, so we it's been a lot of stuff going on in the media. And we kind of been talking about it offline, and we decided like we was gonna jump into it like everybody else
I was
today.
like, Titania, girl, we got to record on this. I know we don't talk about hot topics, but baby, I
Listen, who's to say we don't? It's just we just kind of go with the flow, and this is what we needed to get into.
was just gonna get right into it. Cat got
Go ahead, you
everybody
say,
together. Okay. Cat got everybody together. Okay. I was
oh
just
my
like,
God.
Cat say, look at here. If I didn't send for you, don't come calling my name now.
I don't know. He sent for some people though. He sent.
That's only because they sent for him first. If you didn't say
did
my
they?
name, then I wouldn't be
Did
up
they
on
really?
here.
Did they
If you go
really?
back to them interviews, Kat said, "Look, this is a place of truth," and
Mm,
I decided to come on here and tell my truth. And I was watching it live because I had already had it set because I just saw Kat and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be a good interview." So
right.
I had set the notification to notify me when it premiered.
Mm.
Child, I got 3 minutes in that thing. I said, "Oh."
He came out the gate swinging.
He came out the gate swinging. I mean, and because I watched it at the premiere, I hadn't even seen anybody else's response to it.
Mm.
So the next thing I know, in my group messages, they like, y'all have y'all seen? At that point, I was just watching it. I hadn't seen nobody on text message. I was like, baby, he did not come to play today.
He did not. I was like, why is he doing it? But I hadn't seen anybody come after him. So I mean, I don't follow him like that. I am a fan of his. I enjoy his comedy. It's funny. But I didn't know they were coming after him like
Well,
that. So
let's just say I don't think he came after anybody. He was correcting the
you don't?
stories. No, I don't.
Oh,
I think he corrected the stories that had been told to
okay.
tell
I can agree
his
with that.
side of the story. I don't think he came after anybody. It's just like it's just like you going on an interview and telling the story and I'm sitting at home watching. I'm like, no,
That ain't what happened.
that ain't how that worked. And so since my name was in the story, I'm like, hey people, can I come on and tell my side of the story? I think that's kind of, I think that's kind of what happened. But it depends on if you're a fan of Steve Harvey, if you're a fan of Ricky Smiley, or if you're a fan of
Kevin
Cedric the
Hart.
Entertainer, then you're gonna feel some kind of way about it.
Mm,
I mean I'm a fan of all of them. I don't care either way. I
yeah,
mean they don't put no money in my
right.
pocket, so I really don't care.
And don't.
But it was comic. I baby boy, hey, baby, listen. I have got some sayings from watching that. Okay. And I have been using them. Okay. It's one he said about, and then I can't believe you attaching yourself with these losers. It's something he said. I was just like, this is too much for my soul.
It was hilarious. At first, okay, so at first I was like, okay, this is funny. And then I was like, why is he spewing this venom? But then I realized like that's not true. He's not spewing venom. Truth is not venom. You know what I'm saying? He is
Mm-hmm.
not angry. he
Mm-hmm.
is just correcting the thing. And I'm a fan of all of them. I'm a fan of Uncle Steve. Like I call him Uncle Steve. I listen to his
Mm-hmm.
morning show. I'm a fan of Kevin Hart. Oh wait, I gotta digress. Did I tell you about the time I failed at the Kevin Hart concert? No, I did
No.
not. We'll get back to that.
Did I tell you
That
about the
was
time I left the Steve Harvey concert because he wasn't funny? Did I tell you about
oh
that? That's
oh
why I
my
was
god.
like, that's why I was like, Cat kind of owning something.
Uh-oh. But I used to go to a lot of like Family Feud tapings. And I mean, you know what? Okay, I wouldn't say he was funny. I would say he was more inspirational than anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
Yes,
we got a
I
few
think he
cackalackles in.
I think he's and this was years ago. He did he had a show in Atlanta and me and some of my friends went and yeah, and we were just like we left because we were like this is not funny. I mean,
Mm-mm.
this was some years ago. At least 10 plus years ago and we left. We were like, yeah, that's not funny. So when this came out in our text group, they were like, "You remember that time we left cuz he wasn't like, yeah, I
Dang.
do remember that." But yeah, I definitely think he's interesting. I think he's funny with other people. Is like so on something like a Family Feud, he's funny because he can feed off of that. But go ahead, tell your story.
No, that was it. I just used to go to a couple of Family Feud tapings, and I will say, thinking back, he was more inspirational than he was funny. Now we did have a couple funny moments, but he was more inspirational than funny. So
Got you. Okay. Yeah, you know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I don't listen to any of them on the regular. Now, I guess the one that I do listen to on the regular would probably be DL.
I
I
like
stopped
DL.
listening. I stopped listening to Steve's radio station a long time ago because I just didn't. If you weren't famous, I didn't like how he dismissed people when he said their name wrong. It's kind of like you're not famous, so it don't matter if I say your name wrong. So and he
That's
did
not
that on a
cool.
couple. Yeah, he did that on a couple occasions. I was just like, yeah, don't like that. So I haven't listened to him in
Mm,
years. And
okay.
then Ricky, Chad, I love Ricky, but Ricky would keep me on an emotional roller coaster. And I said, Chad, I can't ride this emotional roller coaster with you in the morning time like this. Let's just
An emotional roller coaster. How I used to listen to him, especially when the Brat came on. I really liked the Brat on his show. I haven't
yes,
listened to him in a
yeah.
while, and I used to listen to him on Drive Town Traffic and stuff. But
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not
I
even try that.
loved it. Yeah, I loved it when the brat came on. Yeah, when the
Mm-hmm.
brat came on. But yeah, if something happened, he would just be on an emotional roller coaster. Like I just and but then again, I changed my morning routine. I don't listen to nobody in the morning time. So there's
Mm.
that. But yeah, DL comes on in the afternoon. And normally when I'm in Alabama, I'll listen to DL. That's only because I'm typically in the car with my mother and she has it on, and that's typically why I listen to DL then.
Give me a second. Is this sunshine looking crazy? It's just shining on in. Is it looking crazy?
No, I see. I mean, you have the light on you, but it don't necessarily look crazy.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. So
But
yeah.
yeah, but oh, Cat broke the internet, honey. Now the thing, okay, so I was rolling with him. I was rolling with him, and then he said he reads 3,000 books a year.
Hey, when he said that, I said, "My boy, did you mean that?"
That's sir, like your
I said, "Now that
credibility.
one might be." I mean, but I'm not gonna discredit all he said because he said he read 3,000 books. I need to understand what kind of books these are. You know what I mean? They may
I
not.
mean,
They may be a 2 page book. He might
they could be a little short. They could be a little shorts. I don't know.
that that part. Them little golden books we used to get back in the day. He might be reading them. I don't know. But
But
yeah, he
still, he
said
shouldn't have
that.
said that
I
because
was
the
like, yeah,
credibility.
yeah. Now, come on, that cat. 3,000 books. Is that what you meant to say?
Yeah,
But I do think he dropped some major gems in there when if
he
people
did.
get past, what he was saying. I feel like he dropped some major gems, especially when he talked about the whole Ice Cube and people saying that Ice Cube doesn't pay. But this
Yes,
man
I
is
like that.
funding this out of his pocket.
Pocket, right?
Like,
Exactly.
hello.
Right.
I don't know, and I think think the more I kind of not necessarily, I guess, thought about the whole with Taraji saying, not getting paid, I just realized that they people with jobs. They employees just like everybody else's employees.
Yeah.
Um, and there's a whole bunch of people out here not getting paid what they're supposed to be getting paid. So I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, how am I supposed to feel? I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about that. Cause y'all
Did you
went up a
see?
lot. Y'all went up over this with Monique. I was with Monique. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was with, yeah,
what we
I,
doing?
maybe not her delivery, but yeah, I was with her too. Like that's not the disparity is really, it's gross, it's disgusting. Did you see the disparity between her Benjamin Button performance or her Benjamin Button pay versus
Mhm.
the other dude's pay?
Yeah.
I was like, that's just crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know that business, so I don't know how to negotiate. But if somebody keep telling me on my next project, on my next project, on my next project, I'm about like, look at here. I done delivered all these projects. We not finna next project. I need my money now.
That really sounds like a corporate. That really sounds like a corporate stuff because that's what
Mhm.
they used to tell me all the time.
Yes, yes.
Train this one last person. Make sure you keep your numbers up, and then you know what
Right.
I mean.
Right. You're not gonna keep
No,
dangling this carrot over my head. Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. But let's talk about how Cat broke the internet. He said in the interview because I went back and rewatched it, and I thought I hadn't watched the whole thing, but I did. And he said after this, he was like, "I'm gonna after I establish you as the truth, like as this a platform as a truth platform." It's gonna break the internet. Everybody gonna double back, and he has definitely broken the internet. Like
Hmm.
that is by far his most popular interview. Like when I texted you yesterday, it was at 20 million, but today it's at like at least 30 million and
Oh wow.
counting.
Oh wow. I need
Yeah.
these people to go read up on some infinite banking or some insurance policies or some cat need to talk about some insurance so these people can get on it. I'm like, y'all spending all y'all time doing this? Now, granted, I did watch it. I watched it. I watched it live. But I'm gonna need y'all to take this same kind of mm, with some stuff we can really do something with.
Yeah, I know I feel you there. They say, girl, hold on. You sounded like listen, you sound like me with some of my people. They be like, oh my God, you always talking about stocks or something, something that, not funny. I'm like, oh,
Something not funny. That's funny.
something not like I always want to do something educational. Well, excuse me, one to help improve our lives. I
Right.
just want to say nothing else, but listen here.
That part.
When you see me after this little struggle, because because a lot of people be struggling for the struggle, right?
Right. Right.
I'm struggling for the, ascension. Is that even a word? I don't know. I don't care. But sometimes we have to struggle for. A lot of people struggle to stay in the struggle,
Hmm.
and I always say, if I'm in a struggle, I'm struggling to get out of where we used to be. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? So I'll take some hits. I'll take some sacrifices. I'll take some risks in order to not be back in the place where we came from. So, but
No, that
yeah.
makes sense. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What else? I sent you something else, and I was like, "Oh, we need to record this." I can't remember what it was. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was. I don't think at that time was it cat. It could. Let me see. What
No,
did I say?
it was a cat. It was a cat. I kind of hijacked that headline real quick, but no,
Oh,
it was
okay.
definitely we were definitely
I,
talking about how about we were definitely talking about like vision boards and stuff like that.
oh yeah. How could I forget? Is that what I was talking about though?
Yeah, you was like, we need to talk about vision boards. And I was like, I don't really do vision boards. Then I had to recant the fact that I didn't do vision boards because I actually ended up doing a vision board this year.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually was very rejuvenating. I told you I usually do the planner thing where I just have everything and write it out in my planner and, and
Mm-hmm.
just kind of go about life that way.
Mm-hmm.
But I did vision boards with my family and my nieces. And I tell you, those little girls inspired me. Okay.
That's
I
good.
am, yeah, they really inspired me. The fact that, as adults, we can lose our kid like hope. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and so they put some things on their vision board. If you see me looking ahead, it's because I like literally posted mine up on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna read to you some sayings they actually gave me. Okay. So the little one, hers said, "Be me. You don't have to be anyone else to be important." That
Okay then.
Yes, yes. And then my oldest niece, she said, "You matter. You are as special as the sunshine." Think about that. Think
Home
about how
through.
special the sunshine is. Like we take it for granted.
Baby, I
when
live by it. It is what I
I
need
I
on a
need it
daily.
too. Yes, because I don't like a gloomy sky and I love natural light. Like I have no
Mm-hmm.
lights on or anything. But think about how special that sunshine is in our lives and how much we need it and
Mm-hmm.
like how, rare I mean, not rare it is, but it's like we take it for granted. Like a
Right.
lot of people just take it for granted. So
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh
just
yeah.
thought that was so yeah, it was yeah. So
So
that
you
was
did a vision board. Look at
I did.
that.
I did do a vision
Look
board. I
at
did do
that.
a vision board.
It's
It
so
was nice.
good.
It was very rejuvenating. And I got to tell you, you inspired me with yours as well. I really like what you did. So why don't you tell the folk, and you probably need to attach that video to this one as
Oh
well.
yeah. Okay. You know what? Actually, you reminded me. I knew I did the video, but I didn't realize like what was all in the video. When I went back and watched the video, I said, "Oh, poor girl, it's good. Oh
I was
my God."
like, that was so dope. I love it. I was like, out of all the things I do, and I texted you. I was like, out of all the things I do, I never thought to record that. And yeah, so you got to tell the people. I'm not telling the people
Yeah.
your process.
Yeah, so I last year, first of all, these vision board parties, they are everything, okay? But I'm really there for the camaraderie and the fun and the drinks and the foolishness, okay? Because one of the ones that I attend, it's a full weekend. So it's a Friday night, we hanging out, and Saturday I'm trying to get it together from hanging out on Friday to get this vision board together. And then we rushing to get the vision board together so we can go out on Saturday night. And then Sunday we have brunch, okay?
That's
So last year I decided that I was going to do a digital vision board because I found when I did the other vision boards, either I never got them finished, I didn't have magazines because I don't want all the magazines around, and who buys magazines anymore? Okay. Um, and so it was limited. I felt like it was limiting me to what was in the magazine. I had to look for what was in the magazine. And that just took too much time. I'm not your arts and crafts kind of girl, not with the scissors
I
and all
am.
that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
am.
No.
Hmm.
Child, my teacher told me don't never pick up no scissors again. But anywho, um, um, yeah, so I don't like doing it that way. So last year I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a digital vision board, and I loved it. So I did my digital vision board with Canva. I was able to easily find my images, put it on there, and I was able to print it because you can print directly from Canva and send it to a Staples for a local pickup. So I sent it to the Staples that I wanted to. I went and I picked it up, and then I put it in a frame and I hung it up, and I was able to see it every day. Actually, just finished my 2024 one. I actually picked it up I think I picked it up Friday morning, Thursday morning, Friday morning, and I actually hung it up this morning.
I
And
love it.
I love it. I was just like, I love this. Yeah, and I mean it's really good. So this year what I did is because it's in Canva, I was able to resize it for my desktop and resize it for my phone. So that's very helpful because I like to make sure I can see it at all times on a daily basis because I look at it multiple times a day. So
I love
yeah,
that. I
so
love
digital
that.
vision boards are for me. And so I'm able to put it in my planner and I can have it out so for me to be able to see it. So I just love a digital vision board. They're way easier for me. So we did them this year and I'm excited about them.
I love that girl, and I'm actually gonna adapt that myself. I'm still gonna have my one that I made because I made it with love with my
Mm-hmm.
family, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm also going to transfer a lot of the stuff that I have on there into the digital format so that I can look at it every day because we do forget when life be life and we do forget,
Mm-hmm.
to trust the process oh, that's another thing too. Um my niece, it was crazy, but I don't know, they would just put on theirs, like trust the process, and I'm like, I
Mm-hmm.
do forget that all the time, to trust the process, trust the journey. And and everybody's journey is not your journey.
Right.
Everybody's road is not going to be the same as the other person's road. My road might not be as smooth as your road.
Right. Right.
um but I'm gonna appreciate that. I may not appreciate it during the journey, which I have to learn how to. But looking back, it's like, okay, I get
And
it
that's where
now.
the
You know what I
stories
mean?
come from. The
That's
stories
what a
come
story.
from the journey. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
you are so right. I don't know if I told you this, but in 2017, I actually started to write a book,
Mm-hmm.
and I stopped dead in my tracks, and I said, I haven't gone through enough yet. I said I stopped in the trash. I said I haven't gone through enough yet. I don't have enough dirt or muck on my hands to be able to tell people this about my story. It's too clean. And
Okay,
now
now here I am a believer in I don't have to have no struggle story. I don't have no struggle
is
story. I don't have
is
no muck. I don't want no mud. Okay, but I got a story to
I
tell.
didn't want it. Yeah, I didn't want it. I get you. I didn't want it. But at the time I was just like I didn't have enough to I didn't feel like and it wasn't necessarily a struggle story that I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to have. It's just like
Mm-hmm.
I needed to live life a little bit
Mm-hmm.
more. So the stuff that I've gone through recently, even in the last 12 months, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, this will enable you to have more compassion. This will enable you to have more forgiveness. This will
Mm-hmm.
enable you to understand your journey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So when
absolutely.
I say muck and, it's not necessarily struggle, but it may be. I don't know. It just depends on the journey that for me that God wants me to go through in order to convey his goodness and grace to other people.
Right. No, that makes sense. And even going back to the vision board is, a lot of people say they don't like vision boards, but to me, the vision board is just that. For me, it's a visual for me to see what I said I wanted to do. I don't think there is any power necessarily in that if I don't take the action behind what I have to do in order to make the vision board come to fruition. So people don't, so when I hear people say, "Oh, I don't like the vision board," I'm like, "Okay, tell me why you don't like the vision board." Other than if kind of like me, I'm saying I didn't like the way they were doing it because I didn't want to cut stuff out of a magazine, and that's
Mhm.
one thing. I get that. But if you think things are just going to happen because you put it on the vision board, when I have people
Right.
say that, that's why I'm
Yeah.
like, child,
I
no, you got to put the work in.
thinking back, I think that's why I kind of stopped that because I'm like, people would put a little stuff on the vision board, and it's like, okay, but you're not really willing to. Are you saying you want to be debt free, but you spending all your money on restaurant food, and
So
you're
that's
not
what I
being a good
said. So
steward of
what
your
happened when
money.
somebody do a vision board and you looking at it like you're not gonna be able to do that?
But you know what? I don't believe in telling somebody what they're not gonna be able to do because we don't know the vision that God gave them in their head and in their heart. Because I know it's a lot of stuff that that God gave me that I can't even share with people because it's like you're not gonna understand it, but that's okay because it's not for you to understand. I'm not saying you specifically. I'm just saying the person not in my head. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna just ride with that one today. I ain't gonna stir no muck up. I'm just gonna let it be.
go on, stir the pot, Louis. Like, go on, stir the pot. I loved it. I love we like have our little banter
No,
where
no, I just say that, put the work behind whatever it is you put on that board. That's all,
yeah, yeah,
But if you are teaching someone, and I think that's the part in many things. If you are teaching someone that, oh, you just put it on here, and I allow you to put something on here, especially if you're teaching someone this, you're
mm,
teaching someone, and I allow you to put this on here, and I know you don't have the ability to do it, then, as someone who's teaching you that, I'm setting you up for, thinking vision boards don't work. When it ain't vision boards don't work, it wasn't gonna happen in the first place, kind of a thing. That's
it's
all I'm
probably
saying.
you not putting in the work, huh?
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
I
Oh,
got you.
yeah. So that's it. But yeah, I love vision boards. It's the perfect time of year to do it. So we will definitely link that video down because we go through the year, we screenshot stuff, we save stuff. And that's kind of how I do mine is but I actually prep for this in June because that's when kind of like, I've mentioned that before. My mind is,
Mm-hmm.
everybody's not talking about goals in June and all that kind of stuff. I don't feel the pressure to do anything. So I've already kind of, I've already thought about what I want my goals to be for the next year in June. And so this is the time where I actually put it out on a vision board so I can hang it up and, continue to work with them. And some of them actually didn't necessarily change. I don't necessarily change from necessarily year to year because I'm probably still working on some things, but
Mm-hmm.
it's a great refresher
Yeah.
to have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
just thinking back on when I said vision board, I don't even like to call mine a vision board. Like I said, because a lot of people don't want to put in the work to make their vision come to fruition, or do the work for God to activate their vision. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I actually call mine a life's prayer board, like my life's prayer, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So, but to each his own, you know what I mean? To each his
That's what's
own. But
up.
this is definitely the perfect time of year to get that done, and also to plan some stuff out. I'm a big on planners and all that good stuff.
Mhm.
And speaking of planners,
Wait, before
I
we go to planners, I just
okay,
found the text that I said, oh my God, we have got to record.
okay, okay.
I am going on record. I hate holiday text messages. I hate all
Okay.
of them. Don't send me none, especially if I don't talk to you. Okay. Don't send me no happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving. Don't send me none of it. I don't want it.
Full violation. I'm in
I
full
don't want it.
violation of it all.
Because somebody's like,
Oh
oh,
my
you didn't
god.
send me a message back. Because I didn't ask for the one you sent me. I don't like them. None of them.
Uh, I
None
know.
of them.
I know.
Okay.
And I'm so guilty. I'm so guilty
But
of,
you
like,
like it.
especially.
That's fine. It's cool.
No, I don't like it from people who I don't talk to. And if you like stop speaking to me like 3 weeks before, and then all of a sudden I'm getting a random holiday text from you, like, don't do that.
No,
Like, for
don't.
what?
No, no.
But I'm
Same
also
thing.
working on
I don't want none of them.
forgiveness.
It ain't got nothing to do with forgiveness. I don't want the text.
No,
It's
I feel you.
empty. It's empty, and I don't want it. I got other shit to do. Don't flood my messages because I hate when I have bubbles of all these messages that I got to go through and I got to delete from my phone. Keep them. Send them to
In my
somebody else.
def- in my defense, when I texted New Year, I was very transparent in saying I really just like the fireworks that came.
Oh yeah, I was good with that one. I was good with that one. I do like the fireworks. You know what I'm saying?
I
Happy New
love
Year.
the
I'm cool with Happy
fireworks.
New Year. For whatever reason, I was okay with a Happy New Year text. But them other ones, they seem so
I don't know. Let us know how y'all feel in the comments about how y'all feel about those holiday texts. I enjoy them from people who I know, who genuinely call me, check on me, and vice versa.
I
Lamika is
don't
the
want none of
opposite.
them.
She don't want none of them, especially if y'all ain't talking. But I
Especially
was
if I ain't talking to you.
Listen, but I was a major violator this year. I totally violated. I thought that you were like, I don't want none from people I don't talk to. Not that you didn't want them in general. So I totally violated this year, y'all. I violated.
But it's okay. It's not like making me want to throw my phone across the room when I get them from people that I know. I'm like, oh, I'm more receptive to them from people
Okay.
that I know versus
Okay.
people that I haven't, or not necessarily people that I know. I'm more receptive to them from people that talk to me, that I talk to on a regular basis. But and I get it. Some people are like, oh, I was just thinking about, so I just don't send me no mass happy whatever text. I don't want that. Like, no. If you
Yeah.
send me some random Tuesday, you like, hey, Lamika, what's up? Hope you're having a great day.
You
I can
cool with
rock with
that.
that. I'm cool with that. But don't send me no mass happy whatever day it is or Merry Christmas. I hate it. Anywho, okay, then
Okay.
okay. And then I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna stop it. Okay, this last one, this last one. How these people gonna be mad at the airline for sending
You
a
gotta tell me about
child
this one.
to the wrong location? That's all I
Okay, you
want to
gotta
say.
tell me about this one because I didn't know about this one. And so you gotta tell me
I believe the child was
about
6 years old. So I heard it. I heard it just I was getting dressed one morning and I heard it on the news and I was like, that 6-year-old can't even wipe themselves good. Who put a 6-year-old on a plane and making the airline responsible? Yes, the airline has that service. First of all, y'all need to discontinue that, okay, and make these people come fly with their kids. Okay, it was on Spirit.
right.
You could have bought another ticket for $50. I don't know, but I'm just saying.
That's expensive for Spirit. Like, you
Well,
could
then
get on
well then
Southwest and get a comfortable seat. But
I
I
don't know. You
digress.
know, it might be expensive. So I'm just saying, I ain't getting ready to send. That's why I don't have no kids. Let me preface this by saying I don't got no kids. And these are the reasons. These are the reasons why, because I have taken the time to think through this. I really believe that people that have kids, don't even think through the process as much as people who don't have kids think through the process. Let me just say
You
that part.
are about to get us canceled before we even get
I don't even care. Let me see how old this
started.
baby was. Let me 6-year-old on wrong flight. Let me see. I think he was 6 because I want to make sure that the baby was 6 years old. Yeah, Spirit Airline boards unaccompanied 6-year-old on the wrong flight. Yes, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna need y'all parents to start taking responsibility for y'all kids. You put this 6-year-old on the flight. You should have got your ASS on the plane with this baby. This baby was
I agree.
sick. This
I
baby can't
agree.
wipe they self. Who's
I
supposed to take
agree.
this baby to the bathroom?
Right. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
Y'all say the kids, we love the kids, but baby, y'all do everything to show that y'all do not love these kids the way y'all saying y'all doing. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I know the airline got a part in it, but them parents got a whole bigger part in it that you couldn't spend the money to go with your child and make sure they got what they were supposed to be. You gave that responsibility to somebody else. Yeah, that ain't cool. And that's
Yeah,
why I don't got no
I don't
kid.
like I don't like that either. I don't even like I don't even like I'm not even a parent myself either, but I mean I have two nieces who I adore and I don't even let them go to the restaurant by themselves because there's so many crazy people
At
out there.
6,
It's
you
so
put
many
that a
crazy people
whole
out there.
6-year-old on a flight by
Heck, it's
themselves.
intimidating gun it's intimidating in the Atlanta airport by myself as a full adult.
Right. Right. Because they do not. They them some mean mofos over there. Okay. You got to have your
It's for no
armor
reason.
on when you go to Atlanta airport.
For no reason. Why y'all frowning all the time?
I need to know what
Please.
airport that they flew. Let me see what airport they. Oh, and he is the cutest little thing. Oh, he is the cutest little thing. I had never seen his picture. He's the cutest little thing. Okay, okay. To visit his grandmother in Fort Myers was instead put on an Orlando flight. Okay, he flew from Philadelphia to Fort Myers, but he was supposed to go to Orlando, baby.
This could not have been the like did they had to have done this before. They seem to have been perfectly comfortable with the child flying on the airport. I mean on the plane by himself. So
Ain't no way.
this could not have been like their first time. I
Yeah,
don't think.
yeah. The airlines they need to make these parents fly with their kids themselves. That is not something that I want to be held accountable for. Is getting
I
your child from
agree.
point A to point B. A 6-year-old, they need to at least make it 12 or 13. Like, come on now.
I agree. I definitely agree. I feel uneasy about that for them.
Well,
But
that's
I
all I'm
don't know.
saying. I need y'all parents to get it together. Okay. I got a whole lot else to say, but I'm leaving it at that. But the baby was 6 years old. I don't, I think the airline does have their role to play in it, but them parents have a bigger role to play. That's it.
I
He a
agree.
cute little baby though. Yeah.
I agree on that. I agree on that.
Okay. She gonna let me take all them blanks myself. But it's okay though. Don't nobody know us. We good.
I mean, that's how to no, listen. No. I agree. No, I definitely agree with the not having them. Having a baby fly on the airline by himself. But I be trying to. Whew, I be trying to not to say nothing when it comes to parents because we know how people is
Baby.
about their kids.
Exactly.
I just be
But
trying to
they
just
about their
I just be
kids, but
trying.
they ain't about their kids. But we not even gonna talk about that.
I just I just be trying to shut up, honey, because yeah.
Okay. All righty then. So what we doing?
So we were talking about planning and stuff and we talked about the vision board thing.
Mhm.
And speaking of like planning and planners, I understand you have some
Yeah.
stuff in the works. So wait, let's talk
No,
about
it's
let's go back to
there.
the no, it's done. Oh, it's done. Okay, we're gonna go back to it. But I need to go back to we talked about somebody who has not sponsored us yet. So I want to just put that out there in the air. Hey Canva, hey Staples, we use y'all for a whole lot of stuff. And we might mention y'all a whole lot more on this programming
Child,
as we
Canvas said you
use y'all.
got to do some tutorials in order for them to work with you. I said, look here, I'm not a tutorial person. So I'm gonna have to let y'all
We
go.
We've been using Canva for like
Baby,
at least
I've been
7
using
years.
I have been using it since they came out. I went back and
Yeah.
looked when they went public. But yeah, that's their new rule. If you're going to be an affiliate, you have to be teaching people how to use the so which is okay, you know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you got
Mm.
to be teaching the people how to use it. That's their
Mm.
current, that's how they feel about it right now.
That's how they're doing all the influencers, because we probably, we might be. I doubt they're doing that to all the influencers, but okay.
Okay.
I'm not saying we influencers right now, but we could be.
Baby, I'm an influencer. Baby, when I was born, I was an influencer. Okay.
I know
Because
that's
life is
right. I
short and
know
I
that's
am not.
right.
Okay. Anyway, you got me talking crazy on here. What you was getting ready to say?
I don't even know. I don't even know. I think I was just about to talk. I was just talking about your I was talking about it's not in the works anymore. So you go ahead and tell the people about your digital planner because they can go
Oh
and
yeah.
buy it
They can go
now.
and buy it. So when y'all do these vision boards, you got to put the action behind the vision board. So
Mm-hmm.
the Fruition Factor Action Planner is available. It is a digital download. We have a Sunday start, we have a Monday start, and it's all about taking action. So you can check out fruitionfactorplanner.com and get your planner and start planning. And yeah, so yeah, fruitionfactorplanner.com is there and I am growing it. Also a part of the Getting It Together podcast is that we share tips to help you get past whatever the obstacles that you may have in your business and starting your business, growing your business, or managing your business. That is something that Titania and I have been working on with our Patreon as well as our She Succeeds Society, where we are not gatekeeping information. We are sharing the information and we want you to reach the goals that you have on your vision board. And a lot of times we can't do that separate. We need some help. So yeah, so the start to that is to go check out fruitionfactorplanner.com and get your planner. And I share tips on how to overcome certain things, showing things that I'm doing in my business, how I overcome things. Oh, yeah, I got some new product for my other business. That was a part that was on my vision board last year. I was walking through somewhere when I got the idea and I was like, it's almost a year later, and I have produced what I said I wanted to produce. Like, I was just in awe, like, oh my God, you did it. Now I got to sell it. But I was just like, I was in awe that I did it. But a lot of that is based off of the small action steps that I would do that are in the Fruition Factor Planner. So yeah, definitely check it out.
Okay, now the hats. I know we were talking about the hats for getting it together as well. Will we be having some
Mhm.
hats over on this side of town
Yeah,
as well?
girl, we're gonna have some hats over here. We have to make
Cause
sure
you
we
know
got that
Nala,
thing right first. You know what I'm saying?
cause Nala would have looked cute in one of them things.
It
Uh-oh.
would have been. Yeah, so these are coming soon. This is a open back. I probably should let me see. Let me take the hat off with the people. You know what I'm saying? It's all to the good.
It's cute.
Um, yeah, so it's an open back satin on the inside and the brim is satin.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
And so yeah, we just, take it and put it back on. Now, when I put this on, I had it in the ponytail, so hopefully it'll still go back on. And then it's a snap and you just snap it back on. And
I'm
there you
excited for that
go.
satin, honey, because we definitely talked about that satin in the hat. That's
Yeah.
important.
Yeah. So yeah.
Love
Yeah,
it.
we will have that over here on this side. We just got to decide what we wanted to say because we produce these. This is a custom, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Modifications and, that kind of a thing. So yeah, we will have them on this side as well. But yeah, but that's what this hat, my earrings, like all of those were things that I continually worked on in the Fruition Factor Planner. Being that I have a full-time job, it's important that I'm able to plan out my week. And I was something that I noticed, like I don't use my daily pages as much. I use my weekly pages and I lay out all the things that I need to get done for that week. And then I go back and I look at that week in review, what I did well, what I didn't do well, and seeing what I may need, how I need help to overcome something, before I go into the next week. And all of that is in the Fruition Factor Planner. So yeah.
Okay, cool, cool, cool.
Yeah.
Cool, cool,
So
cool.
we've been
Oh,
working doing this. I mean, I work year round, but during the break, I got these presents in the mail because my all of my manufacturers, they were trying to get things out before they went on break for the holiday season or for holiday because they, tend to have so many blocks in during that Christmas time frame that they're out. So
mhm.
we were able to get some things pushed out before they went on holiday break. So that was good.
That's good. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Okay,
Yeah.
cool, cool, cool. So, okay, so let's talk about what we stacking up on and what we stocking up on.
Yeah, what we
Um,
stocking up on and stacking because we in the new year. Because
yeah.
I was that's what I was thinking about the other day. Obviously, it's the new year, and I remember you saying at the beginning of 2020, in January of 2020, you was like, "Okay, this is if I don't do it now, when am I gonna do it?" And so,
Mhm.
yeah, so tell us what you stacking, and stocking up on.
So we stacking up on, over the holidays, we all drunk those good, nice drinks. And whether you're a Coke or you're a Pepsi fan, I say get you some of that stock so that you can get your money back from them. Okay. Personally,
Okay,
I mean, I drink Coke products, a lot of like the waters and like I'm so guilty of drinking like the sugary sodas and everything recently. But even before that, I was drinking like the teas and stuff like that. I'm more into the teas and stuff more. So get you some Coca-Cola, which is the ticker symbol is KO. It's very inexpensive. I think it's like less than like $60, which is
hmm.
really good. They provide some pretty good dividends. And also, I always encourage everybody to get you some Amazon, okay? Because Amazon prior to last June was about $2,000 per share. They had a stock split to where if you owned one share, you got 19 additional shares. I took advantage of that. And so now the shares are low enough to where you can where the average person who can't afford a $2,000 stock can get it. So right now I think they're like 140, 150. Get you some Amazon stock. You can put as little as $5 in there and start stacking up until you get a whole share and get some more shares and get as many shares as possible because that stock is going to go back up in the next couple of years. I mean, I can't predict the market, but I'm just saying I don't want to be one on the other side of the fence when the stock goes back up
Right,
to $2,000.
right. That's
You know
true.
what I
I need
mean?
that. Yeah, I need that. I did buy some, and I gave it as a gift to
I
some
love
college
that.
graduates. Yeah, I think I bought that at the end of maybe it was the end of 2020. Either
Mm.
2020 or 2021. I can't remember when I bought it. But yeah, I need to go look and see how much I paid for it. But I know it was after it had split. So I
Mm.
wish a girl had been stacking and stocking before before that. But I'm here now though. Okay, that's what's up. I like
You
that.
got this. Yeah, you got this. So if you bought it in 2020, it was still at a pretty higher rate, so you probably just got like a fractional share, which is still fine. Um, but you could totally get
That's
full
what's up.
shares now for like 100, 150. And yeah, we're good. We're good, y'all. Y'all keep on stacking. And just because don't despise your small beginnings. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I tell my former students like keep on stacking. You don't have to pay. You don't have to have a lot of money to start investing. I started with $10, and I know it was during the pandemic, but I do something called dollar cost averaging. So that means that I am investing, whether it's $10, whether it's a dollar, $100. I'm investing in the market regardless of how the market is doing, just to keep up consistency.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Makes sense. So
Okay.
yeah, y'all gotta join the Patreon where we talk about these things a little more freely.
Yeah.
And check us out over
Yep.
there on the Patreon. Where are we at? What we doing next? What we getting together next?
I mean, we doing this little. I mean, I don't want to say little because it's not little. It's pretty major. Just just with the getting with the podcast and everything, we're developing more products like the hat. I'm excited for the hat that we're gonna start putting on the page and everything soon. We got some apparel we got coming out that we're gonna start rocking pretty soon. And then we have I don't want to say our other business together, but we do have the society, and then we have the other business. I don't know if we're talking about this freely on Getting It Together podcast, but y'all know I'm into the real estate thing, and y'all know Lamika's into the mobile home thing, and she kind of brought me over to the mobile home side as well. So, we just getting those things together.
Yes.
Is that safe to
We
say, Lamika? I'm on the right
that
track?
is safe to say.
Okay, so
We
we're
getting it
excited.
together.
Now, I
Yeah.
know you announced it on your page, but you did not tell the people about what you have going on in the world of in your other world.
Oh, well, they'll have to come over to the Patreon and then I'll tell them what I got going on in the other world. How about that?
Okay, well, y'all better join us at the Patreon. We're gonna cut it off
Yeah,
right here. We'll see y'all over in Patreon.
that's
Don't forget to
right.
like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe.